Hello everyone, it's your boy Mr. Unlucky Gaming. In today's video we'll be showing you the new Metal Cooler and showing you his best teams. Now, one thing about Carnival banners and the new Carnival LRs, they only have one 200% team. So this honestly really isn't going to be a long video. It's showing his team. Now, if you guys want, I could show you good teams for Metal Cooler in the future, but I want to show you his team. Let's say he was the lead. So it's pretty simple. Metal Cooler is a see here, he's a Wicked Bloodline 200% lead. Pretty simple, nothing much else, just Wicked Bloodline. 200% though for Wicked Bloodline is huge. So let's go ahead and make this team. Now I'm gonna make a team kinda F2P and not. The problem with extreme units nowadays is not many F2P units available, sadly. But I'm gonna show you probably the best units to use with this guy. There actually is a couple good F2P units, but let's get into it now. Also take this with a grain of salt. I do not have every Wicked Bloodline unit in the game. I'm missing a couple. Missing this guy, missing that guy. Missing a couple here. Some of these guys are pretty like F2P units, but let's get into this real quick. So first off, if you have Cooler, run Cooler. I'm just starting off with the best team in my opinion for Wicked Bloodline. You gotta have Cooler. Cooler is probably the best extreme unit, not probably, he is the best extreme unit in the game by far. Cooler is insane, even at 55%. I have him at 55%, link level 10. I know this guy, I mean, he's a hit or miss for me. Sometimes he fails me, sometimes he does not, and still, it doesn't matter. He is still insane. He is insane. Cooler is really good. So next, we're gonna go to Full Power Frieza. Now, Full Power Frieza, remember this isn't an FTB team, so if you do have Full Power Frieza, I'm hoping it's with Dukes. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but Full Power Frieza kinda aged. He's not really bad, but compared to Namek Goku, he's stacking off 12 keys. So it's kind of hard for him to really get up to really high defensive numbers like some of these units, but he's still pretty good. He's still pretty solid. Now, AGL Metal Cooler is my number 4 spot. This guy just easy 8. He's really, I mean, he's not phenomenal, but he's pretty good. You probably have this guy rainbowed. He's old. And if you do have some rainbowed, have him some pretty good quips and everything. He's a good unit. Link level 10, he's good. He's not able to tank a lot of tech enemies, but he's good. He's definitely one of the better units in the game, 100%. Now, for the last couple units, see, this is global. We're missing one key unit from this team. It'll be AGL Golden Frieza. If AGL Golden Frieza, LR Golden Frieza, was on this, he would be my 5th unit. Like 100%. Now, in my opinion, a basic team you could run would be these two. These two still are pretty, they do their job. Both have damage reduction, both hard to kill. Definitely do their job. Or if you have Kulza, you could use Kulza. I don't have him up, but Kulza is a good 6-man as well. Supports the whole team, and he's overall pretty solid. My opinion though, this is probably one of the better teams. I would definitely replace one of these Golden Friezas with the LR if I had him, and that team right there will be a good team alone. So I'm trying to make an FTP version. Not everyone got Cooler. Not everyone has a Full Power Frieza. So I'm gonna get rid of these two. Metal Cooler, not an F2P. Most of you guys should have him, but I'm gonna get rid of him too. Why not? These two Golden Friezas. Now, the problem with Metal Cooler's team is just obviously Wicked Bloodline, so you don't have many options. I'm hoping you at least have both of these Golden Coolers, or at least one. At the very least one. So we're trying to make this a little bit FTP. Both the FTP units we just got are actually pretty solid. We have Tech Cooler and this Metal Cooler. Believe it or not, these guys are pretty solid. I mean, they're not the best, but they're very, 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 very solid. Now for the last unit we need. Now, there's not really many FTP units choices, but if I had to pick, I would pick AGL Metal Cooler. And you're not like, what? Why him? He gets the attack and defense per Wicked Bloodline category. I think he's gonna easy A soon eventually, but he supports and he has a medium chance of dodge. Medium chance of dodge is nothing crazy. That's like what, 30%? That's nothing crazy, but Compared to other ones, I think he might be the best one. I think because the dodge is good, and especially on a really unit that's not defensive. Dodge is probably the best. So if I had to pick out of all the FTP units, I'll definitely put AGL Metal Cooler. So it's a whole Wicked Bloodline team, so he's getting his full buff. And this team is pretty solid. I don't think this team is beating any red zone stage, I'll be honest. But they probably are going to beat legendary Vegeta, but maybe could beat the legendary Goku event, GT Goku. Team is definitely solid. I'm going to show you my overall favorite team that actually can beat red zone real quick. Now I showed you that team kind of first, but I'm going to kind of adjust it a little bit. So in my opinion, this is probably the best red zone team. Definitely want to run him. Even though I like Metal Cooler, you definitely gotta put him in a good position. I'll put him on the team. I'll put Full Power Frieza too, because he can help in some of the red zone stages. Not all, but he definitely can. And now you probably gonna want Adriel Golden Frieza and Tech Golden Frieza. I showed you this team before, but this is probably the most optimal red zone team in my opinion. You could get rid of this guy or this guy and put this guy. This guy, believe it or not, he doesn't have big bad bosses, and I know he's not the craziest Lynx ever, but with plenty of additionals, he stacks defense, so he builds up defense and he supports. This guy, believe it or not, could get pretty high defensively since he stacks. So in any long event, he could back, and this guy could actually probably help you against Adriel Broly. I know it sounds crazy, but if you like hide him and he gets a lot of double supers off, he could tank AGL Broly for sure. Not a super probably, but he could definitely take AGL Broly for sure. Definitely take those hits from him, especially since he's extreme. But if you had to pick one of honestly, out of these two, both the Full Power Frieza and the Metal Cooler, whatever one you have dupes for. If you have dupes for Metal Cooler, I guess you put Metal Cooler. If you have no dupes for Full Power Frieza, then put Metal Cooler. If you have dupes for Full Power Frieza, put Full Power Frieza. Out of both of these two, depends on the event you're doing. If you're doing a pretty long event, I feel like Frieza will be better because he's constantly stacking. Even though he's not stacking defense every time, he's stacking attack, so he'll be hitting harder. And I know Cooler already hits hard, but Frieza also do more damage, and that will definitely help out. Yeah, I'll definitely put Frieza on there in long events. If you're doing a short event, Metal Cooler. He just needs to get hit a couple times, and that's pretty easy in these hard events. They get hit a lot. He definitely could tank some of these bosses pretty well. I don't know if he can take supers from a lot of these bosses, but definitely take normal for sure. Definitely could take normal. Definitely will put him there if you can. I'll run through this, and the last unit I would put is probably gonna be, if you have to, room, it's either gonna be Tech Cooler, the STR Metal Cooler, Easy A. He's nothing crazy. He's nothing like actually insane, but he supports and he's pretty solid. I don't know if he's gonna have to be a red zone stage, but this team or this guy are, in my opinion, the best and most optimal teams for Metal Cooler. Like, his team's pretty good. He gets his links and he gets a decent amount of support from this cooler. If you really wanted to do like a good support team, you could also run this guy still if you have him. But there actually be some events, this guy would probably be a better one, or this guy here. But overall, I do think Metal Cooler is pretty solid. I think his teams could be pretty solid. Considering you have all these units, if you got Metal Cooler, I'm hoping you have a good team for him. You definitely can run him on Cooler team. You can run him on actually a couple other teams, but like I said, this video is about his team. And this team is probably his most optimal team. Probably a couple other units. If you have Cooler and have dupes, getting Metal Cooler wouldn't be a bad idea because Cooler is such insane. Like, he carries the damage by himself. And if you're on JP and you have Golden Frieza, LR Golden Frieza, put him on a team. Perfect team. Well, anyway, guys, I just want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe if you guys enjoyed. You guys have a good one, man.